joined now by Republican Congressman Adam Kinzinger of Illinois. He has previously suggested raising the age to 21 for when a person can purchase firearms like AR-15 style rifles. Congressman, is that something you think could actually happen in America, raising the age to 21?
I hope so. I think there's a lot of people that don't understand the gun laws from the perspective of this. So in America, you have to be 21 to buy a handgun and 18 in most states. There's basically no federal minimum of 21 for long rifles. So when the law was made, you can understand long rifles weren't AR-15s at the time because they kept the age at 18. You have to be 21. We just federally raised the age of 21 to buy cigarettes, by the way. I think when you look at particularly this shooting, the shooting before it, there's this epidemic of young men between the age of 18 and 21 that are doing these kinds of things. I think one of the easiest things we can do to begin to do something is to say you got to be 21 to buy a rifle in this country. You got to be 21 to buy cigarettes. Obviously, we need universal background checks. We need red flag laws with teeth. These are things that we can do to have that discussion move forward, but everybody just sits in their corner, and particularly in my party, scared that if they say anything, they're going to have to face the wrath of the NRA and gun owners of America.
And that's what it is, you think? It's the power of the NRA?
It's the power, yes, it's the power of how angry people get. I mean, let's put it kind of in line with why people don't speak out about Trump, because if you even stand up and say, I agree with Adam, let's raise the age to 21, your base is going to go bananas, because there's this belief, and it's not entirely wrong, but there's this belief among Republicans that in the slippery slope idea, if we do anything, then it's going to lead to a slippery slope where eventually nobody owns guns at all. Obviously, nobody's intention is to take everybody's guns away. But in that, we are frozen to do anything. And I say this to Second Amendment supporters like I am. We have to be the ones putting forward solutions for responsible gun ownerships. And the answer to defending the Second Amendment isn't that we need open carry in every state. It isn't to take your AR-15 and to occupy the Michigan state capitol because you're tough and you can. It is to come up with things we can do to ensure that as many of these kinds of things that we can mitigate, we do. It's obviously a heart problem in this country too, Anderson, but there are a number of things we can do on the gun side that I think 90% of Americans agree on.
I mean, will any event like this actually sway members of Congress, though?
I think, sadly, yes, it's probably going to ultimately take that. But I think, I'd say this to any member of Congress or anybody who votes on any of this kind of stuff. Once you're pent up, you really want to say, let's raise the age to 21 or let's have red flag laws, but you're scared to death. Once you actually say it and you rip the Band-Aid off and you get all the angry texts, you feel very liberated. And so I want more and more Republicans to feel strong and passionate about the fact that we've got to do something. So is this going to be the thing that does? I don't know. I hope so. But unfortunately, there's going to be something, because this is a daily occurrence, and it makes me, as I'm sure everybody, just it's awful.
And I just want to point out, you are an active duty serviceman. You know about firearms. You are a supporter of the Second Amendment. I just want to make that clear, correct?
That's right. And look, it's about saying, how can we make this a responsible thing? I'm a gun owner myself, right? But I have a license to conceal carry. Some of these states are saying, if you're above the age of 18, you can carry an AR in public, an AR-15. And the only difference is right now the muzzle's pointed at the ground, so I'm not a threat. In 2 feet, I'm a threat. That's the only difference. This is insane. There's a gun fetish in this country, a fetish for guns. Look, I believe in the right to keep and bear arms. I don't believe we need to worship guns, and there are too many people that do that.
Congressman Kinzinger, I appreciate your time tonight. Thank you.
God bless.